Welcome to Crushing Kayfabe. My name is Jason Garish. Thank you for listening. Gonna do another audio only show. Fortunately, I still got some work to do in the studio here, so it's gonna be a minute before we start resuming with the videos again. But it's all good, right? Before I get too much into the wrestling stuff, has anybody seen the pictures? Promotional pictures, whatever, the stills that I've seen from the movie coming out called Madden, with Nicolas Cage playing John Madden. This thing has Christian Bale playing Al Davis. I think that's brilliant casting right there. That's going to be amazing. But the Nicolas Cage, I was kind of floored initially when I heard that. I was like, can he pull it off? But the photos look amazing. Let me tell you, I'm looking forward to this because I know Christian Bale is going to absolutely kill it as Al Davis. I think that's excuse me, that's some interesting casting there, and I think that's going to be some real insane stuff right there. Who do they have directing this thing? Let's see. I like I said, I'm anxious to see this. Just see Nicolas Cage play John Madden and Christian Bale play Al Davis. Jeez. They have Sienna Miller as Carol. That's all I see so far in here. Really. I'm looking at the IMDb listing right now. David Russell. What has he done? Let's see. Let's take a look, shall we? What do we got? As a producer, I want to see what he has as a director. Previous Amsterdam, Fast Forward, Joy, Accidental Love, American Hustle, Silver Linings Playbook, The Fighter. He's got a couple of. I enjoyed The Fighter a lot. So he's got a couple of good movies. He might just pull this thing off. This might be an incredible movie, I'm thinking. It should be interesting, to say the least, to see Nicolas Cage try to pull off John Madden. It's going to be amazing. It's either going to be absolutely brilliant or absolutely horrible. We'll find out which one. Also, kind of along the same lines as staying with the Raiders theme. Looks like Derek Carr has retired. Oh boy. First off, thank you, Carr, for the years he gave to the Raiders. I mean, statistically, I'm not saying he is the best, but statistically, he's the best Raiders quarterback we've ever had. I know that a lot of people probably think that's crazy, but I mean, if I'm just saying statistically, that's where he stands. I mean, he's just had some great years with the Raiders. Supposedly, a lot of people kind of question his ability down the road, as far as the playoffs and what, and in the big games, but I'm sad to see him go. I really enjoyed watching Carr. I watched him with Devontae Adams and with Amari Cooper and do some pretty good things, and I'm going to miss seeing the guy play. And I was sad when he left the Raiders, and I'm sad to see him not playing. Supposedly because of a rotator cuff nagging injury, it's gonna decide to retire. I wonder if it's gonna be one of those things where he doesn't stay in retirement too long. Rumor is, I haven't seen anything conclusive on this, but rumor is that he had reached out to other teams before retiring. Which I find kind of weird. I mean, does that mean that this injury isn't as legit? Makes me question some things. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't want to play for the Saints anymore. I don't know. I mean, I can't answer those questions. Every time I've ever seen this guy speak, or every time I've ever seen him do public speakings, he's been brilliant and just devoutly Christian, really good guy, and someone that I enjoyed rooting for. So it's sad to see him go. I'd read something where, I don't know if this is true, but supposedly Raiders were going to sign him for 1 day so he could retire as a Raider. I don't know if that's true or not. It could be. I haven't seen anything to validate that, I should say, but that would be great. That would be great. I'd love to see him retire as a Raider. We have a saying, once a Raider, always a Raider. And I look at Carr that way, and you can kind of say what you will about his career, but I think the guy got bum rap, and I think he ended up on some horrible teams, and that he deserved a lot better. So sad to see him go. Somebody I'd love to meet someday, and sit down and have a chat with. I think that'd be real cool. Let's see. All right, I'm just kind of flipping through my notes here, if you can call them that. Flipping through some pages here. Was supposed to actually be in a movie this week. Real sad occurrence, unfortunately. I mean, in the sense that I was supposed to travel out to Franklin on Friday and participate in the sequel to I Can Only Imagine, and unfortunately we had an emergency come up here, and I had to unfortunately miss that, which is heartbreaking. But I had an opportunity. It's not every day you get the opportunity to be in a movie with Dennis Quaid and Trace Adkins and a bunch of other really talented people, and it would have been a small part as an extra, but hopefully there'll be more opportunities like that down the road. I'm really hoping. Other than that, let's see what we got here. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the passing of Sabu. Hardcore legend, iconic dude. I remember seeing some of the crazy matches he did in ECW, against Taz, against RVD, whatnot. Just insane. This guy put his body on the line on a daily basis for our entertainment, and what was it that he succumbed to? I mean, I've watched him briefly in TNA and and WWE. He was there for a cup of coffee. Why that didn't work out, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on that, but I just remember one barbed wire match where he had a giant gash in his arm. Just, you could see the flesh and meat underneath. It was sickening. And this guy really just bled heart and soul for wrestling and our entertainment. So it's horrible to see that. Age of 60 at the time of his death. Interesting. Court documents indicate he was actually 61. Okay, I can't confirm that, but that's what I'm reading right now. What the heck? I'm just trying to, his Wikipedia page is absolutely horrible. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of going through there, and I probably should have prepared something a little bit more on there, but let's see. Why the cause of death? I know there's a GoFundMe that's been set up, and I had thought that the cause. I'm seeing conflicting reports on the cause of his death, so I'm not going to say one way or the other, because I thought that he had passed because of cancer, but may never be released. All right, well, I'm not going to speculate then. All right, let's not go there. But yeah, sad day. 61 is, in my opinion, way too young for someone to die, and especially in this day and age, and someone that gave his heart, soul, and life to our entertainment and to wrestling. That's sad. I hate that. What do we got coming up? we just had Backlash not too long ago. Not too much changed, not too much crazy. We had the 4-way of Jacob Fatu versus McIntyre versus LA Knight versus Damian Priest. We had Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. I gotta go through and watch some of this stuff. Gunther versus Pat McAfee, Gunther winning, no shocking surprise there. Cena defeating Orton, no shocking surprise there. We knew Orton was not going to end. Cena was not going to end his run there. I don't think the Orton Cena thing is over yet, though, because if you think about it, that was really Cena's greatest and most prolonged feud. So it would be a shame to go out on that note. I'm sure that something else will play a factor here and bring Orton back around, but I know I'm probably not going to get my wish, but I'd love to see R-Truth get more involved in this whole thing. I really would. I think that would be great. Heck, even if R-Truth is one to take it off him, that would be absolutely beautiful and wonderful. Like I say, we've got more events upcoming, more PLEs, and so we got, I know the Slammies all occurred April 20th. I'm just kind of run through a list. Right? We've got the Saturday Night's Main Event coming up in May 24th. So that's coming up real quick. That's this weekend. NXT Battleground, the draft coming up on, they haven't confirmed the night yet. We got Worlds Collide coming up. That's going to be interesting because that's going to be with AAA and NXT. But they're billing it as WWE Worlds Collide. Interesting. I'm wondering. They just bought AAA, and I just assumed that would be expanding their market into Mexico more, and I didn't think there'd be much crossover, but it appears that that's going to be a PLE, so that's June 7th. Also, the Money in the Bank is June 7th. That's what? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. They're being listed for the same day. That doesn't make sense. I'm wondering if that's going to be previous to Money in the Bank. Night of Champions, June 28th. Evolution, July 5th at Mohegan Sun. Another Saturday Night Main Event. NXT Heatwave. And then SummerSlam coming up August 2nd and August 3rd. Then they get to do Clash in Paris and so on and so forth. I hate that they're doing SummerSlam for 2 nights. That's in New Jersey. Yeah, it's going to be East Rutherford, Selby Giants Stadium, or whatever they call it now. At least it's in August. It won't be freezing, frigid, cold temperatures like they tried that one year for WrestleMania. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Let's see, what do we got? Like I said, I wasn't expecting a whole lot to happen in Backlash. Obviously they were going to put Lyra over. And like I said, Cena was not dropping the belt. That was not going to happen. I think they're going to eventually put this thing back on Cody. But I think they're kind of letting him cool his heels and take a little break and then kind of come back re-energized. And sometimes you take that little bit of time off, it does wonders for especially a babyface like that. Because when they come back, he's going to get that gigantic pop. I think he might be getting the John Cena treatment right now because they're starting to kind of boo him a little bit. I think people might be getting sick of the Cody Rhodes thing right now. So it wouldn't surprise me if they keep him off of television for a little while and then try to bring him back fresh. That would be a good strategy, I think. But please, I'm watching WWE in the last week or so I'm not sure. But man, please do something with R-Truth and Cena, please. I'm begging you. They might have already. I don't know. I don't watch all the YouTube stuff. I don't watch everything. So, but please, please do something with that. I think Truth deserves it. I think it would be hilarious. I say have him break character and go serious for a minute. He was brilliant in TNA, being this mad dude, angry guy. He could return to that. And it would be such a shock to people, I think, to see Ron Killings break character. I think people would lose their minds. So I think that would be a great thing for them to do. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, and I haven't been paying attention to the product much, so unfortunately. So some things might have already been in the works. I don't know. But yeah, obviously we have new factions starting up. The whole thing with Rollins and Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman, I think, is amazing. But why they have to involve Rollins, that's what blows my mind. Hopefully, I can't wait till the day that Breaker turns on him and just beats Rollins to a blight pulp. Other than that, we had the return of Miro. We had I had Black return. Are they calling him Aleister Black now, or are they they're calling him Aleister Black, right? If I'm not mistaken, not Malachi Black. But there's two big returns that I was looking forward to, so I'm happy there. I just got to get caught up on the product to see where everything is at this point. Unfortunately, I've been so insanely busy and so crazy. It's just not been able to. But there's plenty of things, thankfully, to talk about in this world that not confined to the latest and greatest from WWE. Let's see. Aside from that, though, probably going to be, like I said, a quick, short show. Pretty much said all that I wanted to say. So, let's do the plugs. Check us out on CrushingKayfabe.com. Check us out on Patreon. For $1 a month, you can get everything ad-free. You get the whole archive of shows. So, and you can get them now. I'm going to start uploading to my personal Patreon page for Jason Garrish. So you can you're going to start seeing new episodes of the show on there too. So you can get either through my personal Patreon, or you can get it through the Crushing Kayfabe Patreon. But my artist one will not have the back episodes in the way that I keep on Crushing Kayfabe, because I have the full catalog up on there right now on the Patreon page. But I will have additional material musically related on my own personal page on Patreon. So either way, you're going to get Crushing Kayfabe. But the question is whether you want my music-related items related to, or in addition to it, I should say, or the back catalog. So you get choices there. Depends on what you're looking for. In addition to that, check out Then Now in downtown Trenton, right across from the courthouse. Can't miss it. Just look for the big sign. If you're in Trenton, Tennessee, anytime soon, if you're Western Tennessee area, go check them out. I can't really think of it. As usual, prayers going out to Israel, out to the Ukraine. And thank you, everyone, for dropping by and listening. Thank you so much. God bless.